Hello everyone. This video will show the derivation of the law of sines or the sine law. We remember that law of sines or the sine law can only be used to solve oblique triangle. And by definition, an oblique triangle is any triangle that is not a right triangle. So in this triangle that we have right here, there isn't any corner that is a right angle denoted by a small square. So then we can go ahead and classify this triangle as an oblique triangle. In this triangle, we are given angle A, angle B, and angle C. We also given side B, side A, and side C. Please remember that these are variables. This means that in any triangle, it doesn't have to be A, B, and C. It can be any letter in the alphabet. In order that we can derive the law of sines, we are going to break this triangle into two pieces. So we are going to drop a perpendicular line to that of side AB from angle C. So if I drop a line right here, we will name this as our H, or the height of the triangle. So we actually have created two triangles. The one on the left, we will label this as our first triangle. And the one on the right, we're going to label that as our second triangle. I actually have created this cut portion right here because we're going to break this into pieces. So it's pretty much the same thing. We have side B right here. This is angle A and that's angle C right there. This is angle B. This is side A and this is side C right here. So we are going to break this into two pieces. The one on the left, this is how the triangle look like. And the one on the right, this is how the triangle look like. Now, we are going to determine the sine of angle A. Now, I did not label angle C because it was broken into pieces from there. So we only have angle A left here. Since this is a right triangle, we can actually determine the sine of A just by looking at this. So sine of A, so I'm just going to write that down here. So sine of angle A is equal to, remember, sine is so, that is opposite over hypotenuse. So I can go ahead and write the opposite of A is the H, and then the hypotenuse is B. Again, I use the SOHCAHTOA. So that is opposite over hypotenuse. Now, we are supposed to solve for H. So I'm just going to write that down here. So solve for H. So that we can solve for H, we are going to multiply both sides by B so that we can have H left on this side here. So we're going to multiply this by B and we're going to multiply the left side as well by B. So we can cross the B out. We are left with H on the right side. So we can go ahead and write this as H is actually equal to B sine of angle A. So this is the equation to solve for H using the first triangle or the triangle on the left. Now we are going to solve for sine B. So it's pretty much the same thing. We are going to use the SOHCAHTOA. So then I go ahead and write sine of angle B. Again, we're looking at angle B right here, which is the second triangle on the right. That is, again, we are using SOHCAHTOA. So that's a so opposite over hypotenuse. So the opposite of B is the H, and then the hypotenuse is side A. So that we are going to solve for H. In order that we can solve for H, we are going to multiply both sides by A. Because if we multiply both sides by A, we can cross that out. And so we are left with H. So this too gets crossed out. So the right side of the equation now is H because we crossed out the A and the A. So H is actually equal to A sine of angle B. So this is the equation to solve for H using the second triangle. As you can see on the equation right here, both of them are equal to H. So that we can go ahead and use the equal values method. To better understand this, I have written the formulas that we got from here on this piece of paper right here. And then that's the first formula that we got from the first triangle. That is B sine of A equals H. And then the other formula comes from the triangle that is on the right, which is A sine of angle B is equal to H. So if we say equal values method, if you notice the two equations that we got right here, they are both equal to H. So that we can go ahead and say that H is actually equal to H. And so we can go ahead and say that B sine A is actually equal to A sine B. Because then again, both of them are equal to H. Therefore, these two are equal to each other. So that we can go ahead and simplify this. We can go ahead and rewrite this. We can divide both sides by A so that we can cross the A out from the right side of the equation. So divide this by A, and then we're going to divide this by A so we can cross these two out. So we are going to be left with B sine of angle A over side A is equal to, we are already left with sine B here because we crossed out both A's there. So that is sine of B. Now we are going to simplify it further by multiplying 1 over B so that we can get rid of the B on this side of the equation. So I will multiply this side by 1 over B, and I can multiply this again by 1 over B so that we can cross the B and the B here. So we are left with sine of angle A over side A is equal to sine of angle B over B. And as you can see here, this is the equation for the law of sines, or the sine law. That's it. If you find this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more math videos. See ya!